Hey everybody, it is Paris. Today I'm going to be doing just a chill, sit down talking update slash Q&A type of video. I've been getting so many questions lately just about like how my first semester has been, what I'm doing at school, just other types of things like relating to college. I've been getting so many like comments on my vlogs and like Instagram DM. So I thought I would formally have you guys ask me questions for this video and then I could just answer it in sort of a whole type of like first semester college Q&A life update type of thing. So hopefully if you guys have been asking me questions or wanting to know things, this will provide some answers. So the first question I have here, pretty simple. What is your major? So right now my major is political science. I definitely really like that so far. I still want to stick with that. However, I am hoping to add a double major or at least a minor of some sorts. I don't know exactly what yet. I would like to do it in media communications, digital media, journalism, something like that. I came to college with a good amount of credits. I'm a sophomore standing at this point. I have the freedom to add a double major or at the very least a minor. Here at Wisconsin they call them certificates, but that basically just means a minor. Starting some classes next semester in like digital communication. Hopefully that will give me a good indication if that's something that I would like to pursue. A dream job for me would to be like a political analyst or something like on CNN or like another TV network like that, just because it'd be super cool to like be on TV and like be in the public eye like that. Then it also combines politics, which I really like, but then it also would combine like media, which I like obviously because of like YouTube and stuff. The next thing someone asked me is, why did you choose to go to the University of Wisconsin? So I guess I didn't say that in this video yet, but if you guys are new for some reason, I go to the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I'm a freshman. I feel like I said that, maybe I didn't. I do plan on making a video pretty soon like all about University of Wisconsin and like what I like about it, why I picked it, like blah blah blah. But I guess to make this kind of short and sweet, I will just list off some of the things that I love about this school and what made me come here. Now obviously there's so many other schools that have these same aspects, but this is just like what I found personally. First of all, what I love here is like the student life and the sports games and the sports teams. Now I know Wisconsin football had a rough year, such a rough year. I don't want to talk about it. We have really big football, we have really big basketball, we have really big hockey. Like there's just so many things going on. I love just like the student life in general. Like there's, you know, there's always good parties, there's always stuff going on the weekends, just like tons of fun stuff to do. I love that it's a really big school kind of for that same reason, that there's so many people here. I love the academics. There's been so many good alumni, just like amazing things have come out of this school. It's really good for the types of subjects that I'm interested in. Journalism, poli-sci, this is a very good top ranked university for those subjects. That was also something that was really important to me because parties and football games are fun, but college is about the school. I love the campus. I think it's very beautiful here. I love the mix of that. There's a lot of old historical buildings, but then there's also a lot of really like new, cool, updated things here. I love the lake. It is relatively close to home where I live, and so there are definitely points where I wish that I like went somewhere out of state or like went somewhere new, but I had always wanted to go somewhere like relatively close to home, so it was definitely important to me to go somewhere that was nearby home. Basically, the best summary of Wisconsin that I can say is the graph of Barstool Sports. You guys probably all know what I'm talking about. If you don't, I'll just insert it right here. Find Wisconsin, and that's all that I need to say about UW. This next question is probably the question that I get asked most on all of my vlogs, all my college videos. I get like so many DMs about it every single day, and that is all about my internship and what I do here at school. I literally just get so many questions and comments and DMs about my internship, so I thought this would be a good place to finally just explain all of it. So my official job title is I am a social media intern for University of Wisconsin Athletics. So what I do for most of my job, I make the Instagram stories for the @UW Badgers Instagram account, which is super cool because it has like a ton of followers. I get so much like interaction with my content. It's a super cool job because like I said, Wisconsin's a really big like sports school and a sports state, so it's super cool to like work behind the scenes, be on the field, be on the press box, be courtside at basketball, getting to work right with the athletes, right in all the action. The student section at Wisconsin is called Area Red, so we're starting up the Area Red social media, so I'm doing some work with that. I make Twitter posts for Wisconsin Badgers, I make Instagram posts for them. Like I said, I do stories at football and basketball games, I've done some hockey games, I did some volleyball games, and then of course I do also like intern office work, like I, you know, edit pictures and like make up graphics and do stuff like that. But so far it's been an amazing job to have my first semester freshman year and beginning to make Instagram stories for an account with like 300,000 followers, which is like so cool. I literally get paid to make Instagram stories and write tweets, and it is like the coolest job ever. So yeah, that is what I do at my job, if that answers some questions. The biggest thing I get asked about my internship is how I found this job, because people are always like, how do you get that job? Like, that's my dream job, like I really want to do it, where'd you find it? My mom actually found it, so if you're watching this video, hey mom. She is literally the only reason that I have this job, because she found it. So when I was coming to school, I was super blessed and I got an amazing scholarship to come here. That was also another reason why I wanted to come to the school, just because it was like an amazing tuition offer that I just could not pass up. Anywho, so part of that was a work study. So my mom and and I have been sniffing around some little different like work studies that I could maybe do as part of that scholarship, and she found the job internship posting. I think it was honestly just on like the UW-Madison employment website. I think that's where she found it. She was like, Paris, this would be so perfect for you. So I sent in my resume, I sent a cover letter, I got an interview, which I was super happy to get an interview for it, and then they emailed me a couple weeks later and offered me the job. So yeah, I mean, my mom found the job, but I'm pretty sure she just found it on the UW employment website. So if you guys are looking to work in your university similarly like this, I would just look there, honestly, or email people directly through like athletic communications or whatever. So that was a super long tangent rant about my internship. I literally get asked those questions all the time. Another question someone asked me, which is really funny, is do you get recognized around your college a lot? So I actually do get recognized every so often, which is like super funny and like the coolest thing ever. I get like DMs or comments sometimes where people are like, oh, like I saw you but I didn't say hi, and I'm like, oh my god, please say hi. Like, literally like welcome week here, I was at a party somewhere and this girl came up to me and she was like, Paris, and I was like, yeah, and she's like, I watch your videos, and I was like, oh my god, like it was like the coolest thing here. Like I'd literally been at school for like a week and I like met someone and it was the coolest thing ever. I get so many comments and DMs of people who are like, oh, like my sister goes here, my brother goes here, or like I really want to go here, like I really hope I see you. I hope I see you when I like visit my friend, when I'm working football games or basketball games, or I was working like the cross country meets a couple weeks ago. People were like, oh my god, I saw you there. Someone DM'd me that they like saw me on TV at like a volleyball game, and I was just like, I always like meet girls at parties and stuff. Literally just like makes my whole day, makes my whole week, honestly. I'm sorry if I sound like self-centered, but it's true. Like it just makes me so happy to like meet people in real life that actually like watch and support me. What would you say is the biggest difference between high school and college? This is very broad, but I think the biggest thing I would say difference wise is literally just like the freedom that you have, which can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing, because like no one's making you go to class, no one's making you wake up early, no one's making you do your homework, no one's making you eat your meals or go to bed at a certain time. Like you can literally do whatever you want and you can sabotage yourself, you can make yourself have a good lifestyle. That's been a big adjustment for me, is trying to not wake up at noon every single day and not go to bed at 3 a.m. every single night. Having the freedom is so much fun because there's no one telling you what to do, and like you don't have any parents like telling you where you can and can't go, or like you can't stay out this late, or like blah blah blah, which like is fun at first, but then it's hard because you have to really be responsible and like take control of your own self, which I'm not good at. You're choosing every single class that you're taking, you're choosing when you take your classes, like literally everything in college is up to you, which is really fun, but it can be really hard. This next question is one that hits really close to home. It is, what is your advice on long distance relationships in college? So if you guys are new to my channel or you don't know, my boyfriend Gus, we've been dating for over a year. He goes to school in Colorado, he goes to CU Boulder, and I go to here at Wisconsin, obviously. We went to the same high school, we knew each other there. Some people like get confused about that. They're like, where did you like meet a dude from Colorado? And it's like, no, like he's from here, like I knew him in high school, he just like went there. He got recruited there for running, super cool, go Buffs. Long distance sucks. Like it sucks. It is the worst. I wish I had advice, but like I need advice myself. Like it is so hard. My boyfriend's a year older than me. He's a sophomore in college, so we did long distance for most of last year also. So by this year, like I'm very used to it. It's kind of just our norm. I really wish it wasn't because it sucks, but like I'm used to it. Having a long distance relationship in college is hard, especially when it's like your first semester freshman year, because you just want to like go out and have fun and like talk to boys and like not worry about anything. And so it's hard because you really have to be mature and like really take your partner into consideration with almost everything. I'm not saying like we have trust issues or whatever in our relationship, but it's just hard because like you don't know what they're doing, you don't know where they're going, you don't know who you're with. Like they could just say anything to you because you're not really in each other's lives all the time. You just really have to consider them in everything, and sometimes you may miss out on things that you want to do just because like your boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't like it. And I'm not saying like, oh, my boyfriend doesn't let me, because like that's stupid. Like he'll let me do whatever I want, but it's like if it's something they're uncomfortable with, you just have to be mature and realize that you have like a real lasting future relationship and put their needs above yours. For me personally, it was super hard at first when I first got to college, but eventually I just had to get my priorities straight and realize like what I was doing and that I was hurting a relationship and hurting the person that I love most in the world. And that sounds super cheesy, but it's true. So yeah, like I had a lot of struggles when I first came here, even though I did long distance all last year. But you're in college now, you're around new people, you're doing new things, and eventually I realized that sometimes I can't just be stubborn and do whatever I want. In terms of like advice, communication is key. That is the most important thing. Like, we talk on the phone all the time, we FaceTime almost every single night. We just, like, you gotta stay updated in each other's lives, because if you're not talking, if you're not regularly communicating, you're just gonna get lost and you're gonna get behind in their life and you're not gonna be as important to each other anymore. You just have to really remember what's at stake and remember why you love that person. And long distance is super hard. A lot of people don't last. A lot of people can't make it work. A lot of people can't deal with it. But I think if it's someone that's important to you and someone that you truly see yourself having a future with, you can make anything work. Is it hard to do YouTube and college? So I wouldn't say it's hard necessarily for me. I think the hardest part of like doing YouTube in college isn't even like having time for it. I think it's literally just like the logistics. I'm sharing a room with someone that I've never done before, so like she's in and out of here. There's people in and out all the time. There's people in the hallways. People can definitely hear me filming right now, but like I kind of don't care at this point. The light in my dorm is horrendous. Like, it's hard to have a good setup and a nice background. I'm gonna take like a snap video of my setup right now so you guys can see like what I'm dealing with in college here. This is my filming setup in college. My camera is sitting on melatonin and a tissue box on my TV shelf. My light stand is propped up here with the extension cord all the way back there. That's how I have to set up my filming, because it's literally like the best way with the best background, otherwise it looks ugly. Now that it's daylight savings, it gets dark at literally like 3 p.m. The light in my room is horrible because we face a wall. Like, that's honestly what I struggle the most with in terms of doing YouTube in college, is like the logistics and trying to find a place to film and like a time to film where there's no one around. I don't mean it like, ugh, like I gotta do YouTube, because like I freaking love YouTube. It's like the best thing I do in my whole life. But you know, you just gotta make time for it, get your editing done, get your filming done, just do what you gotta do, and that's how it is. So this has been a super long video. I really don't want to edit this. Hopefully this answered a couple questions that you guys may have had. These are like frequently asked questions. So yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Follow me on Instagram if you want to. You totally should. And I will see you guys in my next video.